it is cool. We have a variety of racetracks that we've won races on, so that's neat for our team. I think road courses this year have been really tough for us. I think we started the year strong at COTA, had top 2 speed. Reddick was a car to beat, but we were a close second there, and I felt like we could build on that for the rest of the year, and I got excited for the road courses, and then we just went through a slump there with Sonoma and Chicago, where it was just really tough for us, and we struggled, and then I think we started to turn the corner at Indy last week. We had a lot of speed coming from the back, just had good grip in our car, felt like I could push the car to make lap time, and I felt optimistic coming here that we could run well. But Rudy kind of kept talking me down. He's like, okay, we just need to get a solid, top 10. And I think I really just felt optimistic that we could run well. But as soon as we got out there in practice and the way the car felt through some of the corners that are really important here, I just felt really good about what we had. So, just really proud of the team. It's cool to get that first road course win. It's taken a lot of effort. A big thanks to Max and everything that we've kind of put into it, and it's nice to see it pay off.
Jerry Jordan, KingTheTires.net, a couple of them. First off, if I'd asked you at the beginning of the season that you were going to rack up 5 wins before we ever got to Daytona for the cutoff of the regular season, what would your comments have been?
Be pretty awesome. But, yeah, I think we knew that we could do that. We knew we were capable. It's just last year was tough with the new car. We hit the ground running, and we had some good results early. We were even back to testing. We were really fast in testing, and then it seemed like the car evolved, and we struggled to kind of adapt and evolve with it a little bit through the summer, and in the fall we showed up with a lot of speed again. So I think in the fall last year saw a lot of potential. It was really us in the 11 throughout the playoffs in terms of average finish and running position, and I think the start of this year started to roll really, really smooth, and then we just kind of got into a rhythm.
And out there earlier today, you're dominating, you're ahead of everybody by a couple of seconds, but what's going through your mind to get this win? And once you cross, you hell of a burnout there on the front stretch a couple of times, I believe. So, what were you thinking, and what was the emotions like for you?
Yeah, I was just no caution, just praying for no caution. I think everyone in the lead always has that mindset. It's you're trying to prepare if there is one. So you're trying to manage the tires. You're thinking about what do I need in terms of adjustment if we have to pit. So you're just thinking about all those factors. And I think for us, we just tried to manage all those things, and I really kind of the last 5 laps just tried to kind of manage the gap and take care of the brakes, take care of the shifting, make sure I was smooth on upshifts, downshifts, and all that stuff pays off.
Final call for questions. There are the hands. Bob.
Bob Pockris, Fox Sports. Was there, it was a track position race, so did you feel like once you passed Denny that it was your race to lose? And was there any moment in there where you felt like you made a mistake that might cost you?
Yeah, it was. I think this place is becoming more and more track position over the last couple of years. It's really fast paced, and the setups keep getting better. We keep evolving, and so I think it's tough to guys don't make a lot of mistakes, but when I was able to get Denny there, up through the S's, I felt good about that, and then I felt like it was all going to come down to how close could I stay to McDowell for the pit cycle, and I didn't want to burn through the tires too much, and so I felt like I was keeping a good gap to him, and we just really thankful. Rudy did a great job on the strategy there going into stage 2 to stay out 1 lap later, have a clean lap with clean air. Our car was really fast, so once we put ourselves in clean air, gave us a little bit of a buffer, and we took the lead on that sequence. So just really good execution by the whole team for that. And I knew we had a great car in practice. We were really fast.
We'll come over here to Zach in the middle, and then over here to Nathan.
Zach Sturniolo, NASCAR.com. William, congrats on this. On looking ahead to Daytona now, Obviously, Chase and Alex are both on the outside looking in. How does Hendrick Motorsports approach that going into Saturday night's race?
Yeah, I mean, just try to help those guys as much as we can. Super speedways is really the place that we can help the most. I got a few questions about it. All the other tracks it's tough to help, unless you're just really equal and battling it out. But super speedways is a chance. Everyone is really close there. So hopefully we can push those guys when we need to. And I intend on being aggressive there and just make sure all my belts are tight and make sure we're ready to go.
Go to Nathan, then Rowdy, then Kelly.
Nathan Slum with the podium finish. William, you kind of talked about, yesterday, the ups and downs that you've had in the summer and the past. So is this win just kind of a good momentum boost or more of like a, hey, we're still here type victory to kind of put that aside? Yeah,
I mean, we've had a tough 4 races, I would say. But we've had speed at, I think, 3 of the 4. Indy comes to mind, Michigan and Pocono. And then the other ones we didn't quite have the speed or we had issues during the race. So, it's just part of the ebbs and the flows of the season. I think that you want to be on kill for 38, but it's really hard to just be good every single week. So, I think it naturally was kind of a little bit of a reset for us and try to get ready for the playoffs.
And then I asked Jeff this as well when he was in there, but obviously the 24 cars had a lot of success here at Watkins Glen. So just how neat is it to bring the 24 back to victory lane here?
Yeah, it's cool. I spent a lot of time watching summer races here with that, Flames car and how good he was here at the Glen. So I would always, it was him and Tony Stewart basically all the time. So, it's great to carry on that legacy with the car and, we'll share a couple of memories over it.
Go to Rowdy.
Rowdy Maglight with Rowdy Maglight Racing Media. William, do you think back-to-back road courses played a big part in today's victory?
I think the momentum from last week was really big. I think, Steve Letarte talked about it. We had a really good run from the back. It was, it kind of went unnoticed because we finished 14th and there were no cautions. We didn't show much of anything there, but we just were passing people and working our way through the field and just felt really good about our car. So I think that momentum carried to this weekend and gave us some confidence.
What's it like working with Max Pappas?
Yeah, I mean, we've worked together forever, so we've developed a friendship, and I think that over years and years, I mean, we talk about racing, and we probably do less of the day-to-day stuff now than we used to, maybe in the Xfinity or at the beginning of the Cup days, but we still keep in touch and talk all the time.
We'll go to Kelly, and then Chris, and wrap with Dalton.
Kelly Crandall, Racer.com. I asked you yesterday if you just needed some momentum, and you said that the difference last year is you guys just weren't putting races together. Rudy came in here a little while ago, and he said that when looking at the playoffs, that you guys are really confident, really looking forward to the playoffs. He loves the 10 races. Why does this year feel different? I mean, obviously take the wins aside, but why the confidence booster? Why is Rudy saying you guys are so looking forward to the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's, out of all the crew chiefs I've worked with in my life, I think he really values, I think Chad was similar in his, days with Jimmy. Like, we really focus on those 10 races and focus on what that looks like and build our setups around that. So, I think we do kind of lose sight maybe in July and August of kind of what is still at play there. But I think that, we're focused on those races. I feel good about our notebook for those tracks, but there's also a lot of good cars. The 11's been really fast. The 19's been really fast. The 5 has been really good. So we just got to keep building. But I think the tracks suit us well, and I think he knows those tracks really well. So I feel like we'll have good race cars there.
Go to Chris, and then we'll wrap with Dalton.
First9catchfans.com. This is a lighthearted question, but is the beard good luck, and how long do you plan to keep it through the playoffs?
Well, it's been here for a while. It's been here since last fall. I just started kind of figuring it out and how to maintain it. But it's I like it. It's whatever. It's what I feel good. Feel good in. most important thing, my girlfriend likes it, so I feel like that's the most important thing. But it's, yeah, I think it's here to stay for sure. And everyone's talked about the playoff beards, and I'm a big hockey guy, so got to keep it.
We'll wrap with Dalton. Go ahead.
Hey, William. Dalton Hopkins with FrontStretch.com. William, let's say that Chase and Alex don't make it into the playoffs after next week. How does that affect Hendrick Motorsports as a whole, as an organization, and does it even matter to you when you're going for a championship?
Yeah, I mean, we'd love for those guys to make it in. You know, it means a lot to have all 4 cars in the playoffs, but I think for us, we are focused on the 24 team when we're racing and when we're preparing. But yeah, we all lean on each other a lot for setups and advice, and kind of owe a lot to each team for, you know, everyone has their strengths and, you know, different racetracks that everyone's really strong at, and try to do the best we can, leaning on each team.